creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. First down of the game for James Cook. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
A little more space to work with now. First down from the 13. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. He's got a gain of 6 there. Javon Holland there to make the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Handoff headed right. It's Cook. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They kick the running back in motion. Allen now on first down. Completed over the middle. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Divine Diablo there on the tackle.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make.
We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Now a give to Cook, running left. Up the sideline, past the 45. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that second level.
A good opening series has him across midfield now with a new set of downs. First down, and they go right back to it. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. Now Allen. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Dolphins take over on his 5th interception of the season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And it's caught. This is Jalen Wright.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Ready.
Tua off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They run it from the gun with Wright. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Design bootleg here. Bails out of the pocket quick. Complete out to the right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
44. Ready. Ready.
They go play action with Tagovailoa. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Miami. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Complete to Coleman. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. The stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Allen on 3rd down. Finds Kincaid. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. A big play. 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing here, Allen. Catch made over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 47. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. And the Dolphins are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
1st down, here's Tua. Completes this one to Hill. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, But I don't know how you test courage at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
That one's cut along the left sideline. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Yeah, hit it.
2 and now from the gun. Has it at the 7. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
It's safe. Go ahead. Turbo wide. Out.
Running behind center with Wright. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's a 3-yard gain. 1 shot remaining if they want to try it. 4th and goal coming up.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. An 18-yard attempt.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Fourth down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Aubrey puts it through, and that will add to their score.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action now. Allen makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Only 1 play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it'll be 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now Allen off the play action. He's taken down. The Dolphins rush gets home. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Has this at the 6. And this the same as a touchback now, up to the 30 before going out. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Cook. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen. Coleman with the grab. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Connection made to Coleman. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on throw, that's a go-to route to target.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Gets this to Kincaid. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Finds the in route complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Handoff here to Davis. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this, slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
All right, come on.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That's Hill working the sideline, complete. And he's out of bounds, looks like right at midfield. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be first down, Miami. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield.
Ready. Out.
Now right. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Ready, set.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
All right.
Here's Wright on the carry. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Hey, get set. Ready, set.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down, but instead the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
This is Wright. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. The flag makes this 3rd down and 10.
Get set. Out.
Tua off the play fake. That's going to be caught by Washington. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. The Bats got it. And in for the Miami touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins make it a 10-point ball game. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Allen now on first down. Complete to Coleman. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Fighting from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Here's 2nd and 14. He finds Kincaid. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Bills football. They drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Allen setting up to throw. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down. To the air again, Allen. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Again, Allen to the air. Complete over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To throw again, it's Allen. Stays in the pocket. Working the sideline, that's Coleman. And he officially gets them into the red zone before going out at the 20. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Bills first down. From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Allen on the play action. He's on the move. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Trying it left side with Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Davis up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bills make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills cut it to a field goal game. Crawley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Out.
Tua looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Go ahead. Out.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Short pass brought in. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. And this defense wants the extra stoppage before the 2-minute warning as they take a timeout, 2:05 on the clock. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's a give for Wright. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Now, just before the 2-minute warning can hit, Brock, whistles and a timeout taken by this defense. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. He's back to throw. Brought in close to the 8. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Ready, set.
We Goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock. But the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
This won't run out the clock just yet, Brock. They're going to have to kneel it again after this one. Dolphins breaking out the victory formation here as he goes to a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
They take a knee here, and that's going to close out the regular season with a victory.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And they end the season on a great note, Brock, with a W in the final chapter of this year's campaign.